story of a dream. The West was vast and untamed by many who lived in these times. But one man would change all of that by bringing the West together with a railroad.
Hello, I'm Mark.
And I'm Con.
Yep, and we are at Cobre, Nevada. And this is milepost 0 for the Nevada Northern Railway. In fact, this concrete slab here is the foundation for the Cobre Depot. And right over there are the tracks of the Central Pacific Railroad, and which eventually became the Southern Pacific Railroad. And this is where it all started. This was Mark Requa's dream. And in early September 1905, we started construction of the Nevada Northern Railway from this point right here. And Mark's dream was to go all the way down the valley here into Ely. And Ely is 139.1 miles from this point right here.
This was a very important point for all of the immigrants coming into White Pine County. Over 4.5 million people rode the train from here in Shafter down to Ely to start a new life. In the day, you would arrive on the Southern Pacific on a nice modern passenger train, air conditioning, roller bearings, steel cars, and you would step across the platform to board what was essentially the Hooterville Cannonball. A simple steam locomotive and a couple of cars in the last parts of the railroad.
Right, exactly.
And you would take that rocking and rolling journey in fairly antique cars, 139.1 miles to your new life. But people did that, and they came, they built Mark Requa's dream, they built the mines, and they created a very vibrant community that still exists today.
Exactly. And the beautiful thing is, we have been able to preserve the southern 1/3 of the railroad from McGill to East Ely all the way out to Ruth. And that Hooterville Cannonball is currently undergoing restoration. And so Locomotive 40, when we're done with her restoration, will look like she did in 1910 when she was freshly delivered. And we do run a special train about 4 times during the summer called the Steptoe Valley Flyer. And the Steptoe Valley Flyer was the train that took the immigrants from Cobre here all the way down to East Ely, McGill, and Ruth.
This is kind of a special place to be today. We don't get up here very much, but there are still plenty of remnants of the railroad history here. In the background, we have the engine house that we're going to go visit. We've got one of the section buildings. The Southern Pacific had houses on that side. We had houses on this side. And this really was an important point. This is where Locomotive 40 was delivered. This is where all of our early locomotives were delivered. And for a brief time period, this was the headquarters of the Nevada Northern Railway.
Yep, exactly. And you can hear the wind blowing, and the wind blows pretty much constantly here. And just over the field there were about 8 homes, and those were the homes of the workers that lived here. And we are in the high desert. Yes, we are in Nevada, but our temperature is nothing like Las Vegas. We can get 30 below zero. And can you imagine living up here with the wind blowing at 60 miles an hour? And you got to keep the track open. And so these were very tough individuals handling all of this. Well, should we go explore some more?
I think we should.
All righty.